Okay, everybody, Jennifer Mancias has provided us with a video presentation in the Create assignment. So let's go ahead and offer some feedback on this.
Hey guys, my name is Jennifer. I'm doing my hypothesis on does rain help grass grow. I'm going to do a little slideshow. I did a PowerPoint presentation with a little bit of music. Hope you enjoy. This is my PowerPoint on does rain help grass grow. Intention to test whether rain has an effect on growth of grass. My hypothesis is to premise of interest. A hypothesis is a premise established using limited evidence. In this particular case, rain is assumed to facilitate the growth of various plants. However, there is little evidence that rain helps the grass to grow. Therefore, the research intends to authenticate the presumed role which rain helps in the growth of grass. My null hypothesis migrates the risk of a biased study by providing a contradictory alternative findings. For this study, the hypothesis is rain helps the grass grow. The null hypothesis is rain does not help the grass grow. The first step towards the formulation of hypothesis observation. For this study, the relationship between rain and the growth of grass was first discovered through observation. Next, the researchers find out whether there is any possibility that the occurrence leading to this assumption is effective. They only proceed if they establish that the relationship may exist. The growth of grass and rain may have a cause-effect relationship. Specifically, rain could have accelerated the growth of grass. Afterwards, a researcher elevates the two variables to determine whether the relationship can be tested. Since it was possible to protect the grass from the rain, the relationship between the two variables was effective. Finally, the researcher creates a hypothesis to explain which they intend to test. Variables refer to any changeable elements in a study. An independent variable causes a reaction in the other variables. Additionally, it is not affected by other variables. Consistently, it is often manipulated by the researcher in an attempt to monitor the reaction of the dependent variables. Rains as the independent variable is not affected by the growth of grass. Besides, the researcher would need to manipulate it to study its effects on the rate of which grass grows. As a result, rain is the independent variable. Right here is just a graph, independent versus dependent, and the effects and how the researcher found. Dependent variables change upon the manipulation of independent variables. Therefore, researchers do not manipulate them directly. In the study, it is expected that the rate at which the grass grows will change upon the manipulation of rain. Similarly, the researcher will not tamper with the growth of grass directly. Hence, the grass is the dependent variable in this study. These are my steps to testing the plan. The testing plan explains the steps in which the researchers intend to take to arrive to their conclusion. To test for the effect of rain, the researchers will have to expose some grass to the rain while protecting the remaining grass. They will then monitor the grass for any difference in growth rate over a predetermined time. Additionally, they will take note of the changes which the grass in the different environments depict. The information recorded will then be analyzed to prove or disprove the hypothesis. Does rain help grass grow? The researchers will make several observations relating to the hypothesis tested. Will rain help grass grow? Upon exposing some of the planted grass to the rain, the researchers may observe that the grass exposed to the independent variable shows an accelerated growth. If this occurs, the researchers will validate their hypothesis and argue that it is highly possible that rain helps the grass grow. In the same vein, the researchers may find that the grass, which was not introduced to the rain, showed an accelerated grass growth. In this case, they will argue that the hypothesis cannot be validated due to insufficient evidence. Finally, the investigators may find that the grass in the two environments did not show any difference in rate of growth. If this observation is recorded, the researchers will state that the evidence available could not support the hypothesis effectively. In the pictures, rain is exposed, rain is not exposed, and they pretty much are shown the same. This is a graph that we did. The chart above shows the 3 different possible outcomes. In the first outcome, the researchers have proven their hypothesis and claim that they found significant evidence to support their argument. However, the abundant possible outcomes do not support the claim of the investigators, but by way of illustration, in the second outcome, the grass protected from the rain grew faster than the grass exposed to rain. In the third possible outcome, the grass in the two environments showed similar growth. As a result, the investigators would not corroborate their hypothesis. So we found that rain does not help grass grow significantly. It helps, but grass with no rain also grows as well. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. You guys have a great afternoon.
So this is highly cool, and let me tell you why.
Hey guys, my name is Jennifer.
She did a really good job at putting this together and operationalizing this study. The dependent variable was presumably the height of the grass, and the treatment, the independent variable, was the rain. And so it's a perfect situation and an assignment well accomplished. Thank you, Jennifer, and I'll see you guys on the next critique. Bye-bye.